once again everybody, back here for another video. And before I get started, let me say it. One of the main reasons I decided to start doing YouTube videos, one of the reasons I started my channel, was because I started to notice a disturbing trend in the world of entertainment, whether it be comics, movies, TV shows. And TV shows is all sort of different, whether it be sci-fi, animation, all these different things. Now, I've been a lifelong fan of these things for years. I've said before, I will say again. In Trinidad and Tobago, where I'm from, I could quite honestly and quite happily say I was one of the first people in my generation to really embrace and really get into the lifestyle. Some people will say, it was nerdy lifestyle and this kind of stuff, one or the other. Okay, no problem, say that. But things around stuff like animation, anime as well, um, whether it be sci-fi TV shows, whether it be comic books, because I've been reading comics since I was about 6. I've been reading comics, and we didn't always, well, in Trinidad and Tobago at the time, we didn't have like comic stores and these kind of things. We still don't have them. We're like probably one or two scattered all over the place and stuff. But we weren't getting comics like, it wasn't really a necessity. So when people were reading comics in 1995 or something, I had probably gotten one issue or gotten to read one issue of a comic from 1970 something, 1980 something, if so much. People were reading comics in 1999. I was probably now reading one or two issues from 1995. So I haven't been able to follow along with all these different, sections. Or certainly, like, it will have a whole run or something. I might have gotten to read only one or two books, because back then we didn't have access to comics and things. The only time you ever got something is if somebody went away and they came back with a comic book one or twice. That was considered big stuff. I mean, the people in the United States had comic books on corner shops and things, so they would buy these stuff. So they had more access to it than me. But I had always loved these sorts of things, all sort of entertainment genres. Whether it be, I watched Star Trek Next Generation, fantastic. You got good stories development. Stargate SG-1, I really did like that series. Really did like Stargate SG-1. I thought the characters were good and one of the other. It kind of turned to crap coming down to the end, but when it was in its heydays, it was good. Xena, Ninja Turtles, you name it, I was a fan of it. And again, as I say, when it came to animation, comics, big fan. Tell people, even I read comics, I enjoy this stuff, I want to and the other, but I started to see a dangerous trend where a bunch of untalented hacks literally bullied their way into it and started to just destroy any and everything that was good. You look at DC Comics now, it's not even, DC Comics cannot even be called comics anymore. It's just a total shit show. Marvel is no better. No better at all. So I have said before, I say again, that people need to take advantage of these things. If you have ideas, you're creative, you have something to do, put it out there. Well, someone who I've mentioned on my videos before, Eric July, Young Ripper, decided he was going to do something about it for quite a while now. Well, I think probably since last year I heard him started talking about it. Could have been before, I probably just didn't know, but before I heard him talking about how he wants to start his own comic book company. He calls it the Rippaverse, and he keeps talking about the Rippaverse is coming, and Rippaverse is coming, and Rippaverse is coming, and it's coming, and all of this. Well, the Rippaverse arrived. Eric July dropped his, started, the thing about it. He started this company on his own, no outsourcing, no nothing. He took his own money, I think it was over $100,000 of his own money. Started this company on his own, had his team and everything, they built websites, all that stuff and the other, and launched the Rippaverse. And when the Rippaverse was launched, first book, ISOM #1, right? Pre-orders rolled out. Well, as of today, and this is the second day, because on the first day, he made $1 million on the first day of the launch. This is the second day. By the time I put out this video, it may very well be more, but now it's over $1.3 million in 2 days. In 2 days, Eric July's first launch of his first comic, and it's a 96-page book. So it's not just like, there's some normal stuff here. The 96 pages. This is basically a graphic novel. First book, ISOM #1. It ships in August. Over $1.3 million. I think there's still something like about 45 days to go with all of this. You understand me? I will be happy. I am happy to tell you right now, I ordered mine. When it arrives, I will give it a read, and I intend to do a review for it. Over $1.3 million in 2 days. This is more money than DC and Marvel probably making when it comes to their comics, they're probably making about a month, if so much. And yes, the book is $35 for the comic, and some people will stop and say, well, $35 is a little too much money to be spending, and I think, for a book that he could say pretty much self-published on his own, 96 pages, $35 is not, in my opinion, a very unreasonable price tag. So some people will say, well, the other comics and them is $2.99 and $3.99, and let me correct that there. Let me correct that there very, very clearly. Marvel and DC are not giving you comic books for $2.99 and $3.99. What they're giving you is toilet paper for $2.99 and $3.99. That's what it is. It's basically toilet paper. I wouldn't wipe my behind with it, but I'm telling you that is literally what it is. Because as I've said before, and I will say again, these people don't care about their customers anymore. They don't. As far as they are concerned, you mean less than crap to them. That's it. They just put out rubbish. Absolute rubbish. You take a look over at Marvel, you don't know what the hell you're even watching. Honestly, you don't know what the hell you're even reading. You don't. You have no idea. Their comics are just derogatory mess. Nobody knows what the hell is going on with the X-Men and the living island of Krakoa. Everybody is pretty much hoping to get blows to hell soon, all it along with the rest of them. The Avengers, nobody gives a crap what's going on with them because apparently Jason Aaron is out to just destroy that too. We don't know what this shit is going on with anybody else. Iron Man is just basically a loser at this point. There are about a couple hundred Spider-Men swinging all over the flicking place like it's some blasted joke. DC is no better. The latest issue of DC's big proper book, the only book that they try to make any money off of anymore is Batman. You understand me? They keep trying to push this Superman, Son of Kal-El nonsense and nobody wants. The latest issue of that has, what I understand, has John Kent taking his pinky-haired weirdo boyfriend to the Fortress of Solitude because he's sad. God knows what they might probe each other with over there. But this is the kind of shit that they put out. This is it. And when you don't buy it, they get very upset and call you all sorts of things. Disney's very happy with that. I mean, look at what happened with River. Look at what happened with River. They pretty much come out and say to you, listen, we're going to put out this character that nobody likes, right? Nobody likes. And we are going to rather than make the character good, no, we're going to spend all our brain cells and money calling everybody a racist early before we do anything else. This is the shit that they do. So when you see someone comes out with a campaign for ISOM #1 and they make over $1.3 million in 2 days, that is something to be celebrated. And I for one, I'm very interested to see what he's going to do with the Rippaverse because he's made it very clear. Eric July has made it very clear that There's not going to be any multiverses. So you're not going to have a couple hundred of them all outside there diluting the character. No, he's sticking to one universe. No time travel shenanigans or what other than the other. I don't know what he might do with the story going on or one than the other, but the art looks nice and everything. But check out this article here from Bounding into Comics. Eric July breaks the bank with the launch of ISOM, his first Rippaverse comics book. The crowdfunding world was upended. Well, this article come out yesterday, but still, as Eric July launched his first book in his Rippaverse series, ISOM #1, on his own website. That's it. He didn't outsource anything, his own website. The crowdfund site is complete with different packages and features similar to a Kickstarter or Indigo campaign, but all through July's own infrastructure. July bucked trends from most comic crowdfunders by creating a platform where he could not get banned, evading problems other conservative content creators have had on crowdfunding sites. Yeah, I mean, he said it very clearly. If we want to look at his videos, look at him, he talks about it, he said it very clearly. You have to put out good content to get people interested. This is something a lot of these other so-called companies don't give a damn about. They don't give a damn about. July has been promising his Rippaverse comics to be coming for months, talking about his project on various live streams in promotion of the launch. Over that period, he reportedly collected more than 20,000 email sign-ups for notifications on the project, fans showing incredible amount of interest in his work. Getting his start as a rapper, July moved into cultural commentary. In 2015, making videos about the economy, racism, police brutality, and more from a libertarian perspective. His opinion soon drew the ire of that. I'm trying to get people thinking more critically about things, get your mind going and be able to see right through all of it. He's also grown a YouTube channel to nearly 500,000 subscribers, putting him in the top tier of YouTube commentators on culture. He has kept his focus on comic books and comic book movies, and is an enthusiast in geek culture. One of many who is upset with the way Disney and Warner Brothers have turned beloved properties into identity politics rant. Exactly. It's no longer about good heroes and good stories. What it's about now is shoving the message down your throat, and if you don't like it, shut up. I mean, Disney keep throwing out a bunch of series that nobody gives a damn about. The last movie they had come up with Thor Ragnarok. I did a video on that. Total rubbish. Total clown fest. That's all it was. One of the upcoming series that Disney Plus has is Echo. Who the hell is Echo? Nobody knows. Who cares about it? Nobody cares. But what happened in Echo is that we're going to get Daredevil and Kingpin. Yeah, because let's put in Daredevil and Kingpin in there, totally undermine them, and then push the woman to the front with Echo, but nobody cares about. If you decided to make an actual Daredevil series, people will flock to it. And if you make it good, people would want to see it. I'm guessing it's going to be Charlie Cox, because he did appear in the Spider-Man movie, and they did have Kingpin in the Hawkeye series. But if you're not going to make anything good, why the hell are you doing it? But you just want to push these out there and turn it into a blasted identity politics crap and figure people are supposed to like it. Faced with companies that won't listen to the fans or critics, Eric July set out to create his own superhero universe as a counterpunch to liberal corporate entertainment. Some of the things that you see in here, the artwork, it doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good, really. It looks really good. The Rippaverse website was unveiled a full day before the pre-orders for ISOM went live, with videos of July's mission statement for the books, as well as welcome to the Rippaverse video explaining the bigger picture of where ISOM #1 will fit into his overall vision. Yes, it's not just a small thing in the beginning. He's developed his own universe in Rippaverse, and he wants to build and expand on it. I will go through more of it when I do the review for the comic, when I get it, God's willing. But I just want to point out this is what he's really doing at here. The line art is done by DC veteran Cliff Richards, and Gail Etab, hope I pronounced that name correct, beloved for criticizing DC Comics over their removal of the slogan Truth, Justice, and the American Way from Superman. He does the coloring for it. Yeah, I remember this. I remember that. I saw the video. Because you mustn't do that anymore. This is what DC has become. They wanted to get rid of Clark Kent Superman to push in a gay little Superman, and then let's remove Truth, Justice, and the American Way, replace with Truth, Justice, and a better tomorrow. The same tomorrow you are intent to destroy. Fans reacted with an outpouring of support for the Rippaverse project with more than 8,000 backers. Well, as I said, no, this was then. Right now, it's over. He made over $1.3 million in 2 days. People have already signed up for it. And as I say, I signed up for mine. Do you understand me? I'm supporting it. I will support people when they do something that could be interesting and important and actually good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up to date with all the comics, depending on how he does it and what comes with all kind of thing, shipping all this thing. It might be a little difficult, but I'll have to watch and see what he does, and then I will. When I got the first issue, I'm going to take a read of it, and I will do a review for it, because people are interested in good things. But that didn't stop the haters from coming out. That didn't stop it at all. I'm not going to show you. I saw some of the tweets. I'm not going to show them here, but I want to tell you. So many people came out, and one in particular came out with one of the most racist, horrific things to say. And then turned around minutes later, turn around and say that, I'm going to respond before the racists are talking about me. He said that he made the racist comments to Eric July, said it to his Twitter, and then turned around and called Eric July, Young Ripper, a racist, and said to himself that, he's going to respond before the racist response. This is one of the major problems that I have. It's one of the major problems I have. Because we keep hearing about inclusivity, diversity, representation. All this crap they love to push to you to make it seem like everybody's supposed to hold hands and sing Kumbaya. When it turns out these people are the racist, they're the misogynist, they're literal everything you could think of. That is what they are. But what they do, they put up all sorts of things about, he, her, they, them, these, whatever freaking pronoun they're calling themselves this week. You understand me? And they post on their Twitter pages how they're against racism, against homophobia, against this, against all kind of thing. And then they will turn around and use racial remarks towards you, cause you stink up and down. And then in their sick little minds, you are the racist. They're the ones telling it to you, but you are the racist. And these are the people Marvel and DC listen to. These are the people that they listen to. And when you see somebody doing this, like the article continues, independent creators in the industry and fans voice their praise for July's efforts. Add me to that list, making ISOM one of the most lauded independent comic launches in history. Legendary Green Lantern artist Ethan Van Sciver, Ethan Van Sciver has his own YouTube channel. You should check it out. Man makes a lot of sense, and then they try to silence him because of what he's saying, which is the truth. Whoa, just woke up, so I missed the initial launch with 20% of this pre-signed up back orders in. Yeah, really good. A lot of other people have things to say. Yellow Flash echoed the comments saying, congrats to Eric July and his Rippaverse. This is amazing. I believe Yellow Flash also has his own comic book in the works when it comes out, and some of the other, I may give that a look as well. Again, as I say, I support people who want to do things. Stand a lot of praise, a lot of this, a lot of all kind of thing. A lot of praise, a lot of stuff. He's done damn good. He decided, he's had enough of them shoving crap down people's throat and not actually willing to support your customers or anything like that. But again, as I say, over $1.3 million, in 2 days. And this whole campaign is set up to last for, last for 47 days. We still have 45 days to go. $1.3 million in 2 days, over 1.3 million in 2 days. So if you are a creative, if you have your own idea for a comic book, you have your own idea. Well, for a comic book right now, you have your own idea for a comic. You have your own idea for a superhero series or something like that, and you maybe developed your own comic or something like the other, and you know you want somebody to give it a read and give it a report. You could send it to me. Just contact me. Let me know. I will take a read of it. I will do an honest review, because anybody who watch my videos know I don't hold back. I am brutally honest. That is not a bad thing. You could very well do this. This man has shown us an inspiration to be followed. You can do this. The market is there for it. People are sick of the crap that these so-called big two are putting out there. And if you have a solid story, if you do something which is good, which is the opposite of what they are doing, you can make money and you can bankrupt these idiots who don't care about their customers anymore. As far as I am concerned, what Eric July has done is an inspiration, and I, for one, support the man for what he's doing, and I hope he continues to do it. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you have a different opinion, I'd like to hear it. And as I said, I ordered mine. If you get a chance and you want to do it, I suggest you highly do it and get in on it, because it's coming from somewhere that I could say, I can honestly say right now, I'm excited to read this. I can't say that about Marvel and DC anymore, because all they put out is toilet paper every month. Take care. Bye for now.